Right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Warren's Team Talk. And I'm here today because I'm going to do a preview for Saturday's FA Cup fourth round match between Peterborough United and Queen's Park Rangers. Now, currently QPR are the ones that have got the honour of holding the Warren's Team Talk banner, and they managed to wrestle that honour off of who was it they did it from? Rotherham United in the last round, in the third round, when they knocked Rotherham out 8-7 on penalties. So it's up for grabs again this weekend when QPR travel with the banner up to Peterborough and play them in the fourth round of the FA Cup. So it should be an interesting clash. Both sides are currently in the Championship. And like I say, in a minute, we're going to start having a look at them and looking at their seasons, how they've done in the FA Cup and all that sort of thing. Anyway, but before we do that, please can I ask you to put a like on the video. Please can I ask you to subscribe to my channel. And also, can I please ask you to share the video around with as many different people as you can. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you could do that for me, I'll be very, very grateful. Anyway, so let's get started and let's get into it. So like I say, this Saturday at London Road in Peterborough, Peterborough hosts Queen's Park Rangers in the fourth round of the FA Cup. And whoever wins this tie will go through to the fifth round, and they'll also carry their Warren's Team Talk banner into that fifth round tie. So let's get started into it. Now, before we do, I just want to remind everyone that if you're an Arsenal fan and you're not happy with what's going on at Arsenal, and you're not happy about the revelations that Mikel Arteta is about to be offered a new contract at Arsenal, there is a petition available, which I created in change.org, so it's completely legit. It is free, and there's a link for it in the description of this video. All you need to do is click on the link, and you'll be able to sign the thing and add your name to the list of people who are opposed to it. So yeah, so if you're up for doing that, please click on the link and get that sorted out, because we can't be having this guy having another 2 years. I mean, he's done enough damage already, and it's like every single day there's some other madness that's going on, and most of it is down to, 95% of it is down to him, to be quite frank. So yeah, and enough of that, but let's get on. So the Warren's Team Talk Road to Wembley. So what is it all about? Basically, when the FA Cup reached the first round proper, I had this moment of madness where I decided to pick a team, and it's something I've done down the years now and again. To pick a team that I was going to follow for the duration of the FA Cup and follow their progress in the FA Cup. And I would continue following their progress until they got knocked out. And then I would start following the team that had knocked that side out. So, for example, with this one, I started off with Bolton Wanderers, and they were knocked out by Stockport County, and then I started following Stockport County. So that's how it works. And now we've got to QPR, and QPR are now holding the Warren's Team Talk banner. And like I said, they're going to Peterborough on Saturday, so to defend their honour, to the honour of holding the Warren's Team Talk banner and taking it into the fifth round. So far, like I say, we started off with Bolton Wanderers. It then moved to Stockport, and then there was a replay between Stockport and Bolton Wanderers, which was an absolutely amazing game. And then from Stockport then went on to play Rotherham United in, I think it was the second round. Rotherham United, rather fortuitously, in my opinion, knocked out Stockport by 1-0. And then they went on and drew Queen's Park Rangers away in the FA Cup third round. And Queen's Park Rangers knocked Rotherham United out on penalties by 8-7 after the game had ended 1-1 after 90 minutes in extra time. And for a large part of that game, it looked like Rotherham were going to knock QPR out because they were 1-0 up. And it looked like QPR's curse of FA Cup third round defeats was going to continue. But right near the end, they got an equaliser and took the game to a penalty shootout, and they won 8-7 on penalties. Now, they're in the fourth round. QPR were drawn to place Peterborough, and that's where we are now. So we're at the stage of the fourth round, and we'll see what happens on Saturday, because it should be a really exciting game, in my opinion. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to look at Peterborough United and their history in the FA Cup. So Peterborough United's best performance in the FA Cup came in the 1964-65 season, when they reached the quarter-final. And some of the records that are attached to this club, with regards to the FA Cup, their biggest victory in the FA Cup came in the 6th of October 1945, when Ken Laxton scored an amazing 6 goals to defeat Rushden Town 9-1. The first game in the FA Cup, a game also against Rushden Town, on the 5th of October 1935 in the first qualifying round. The first goal that they scored was scored by Ted Chiverton on the 3rd of October 1936 against Kettering Town in the first qualifying round. The most appearances that any of their players have ever made in the tournament was Tommy Robson, who made 43 appearances and 2 as a substitute in the between the period 1969-70 to 1980-81. The highest goal scorers in the FA Cup for them was Dennis Emery. He scored 31 goals between 1954 and 1962. The most games managed by one of their managers in the FA Cup was Barry Fry, the infamous Barry Fry, who managed the club 31 different occasions between 1996 and 2005. Barry Fry, for those of you who don't know, he infamously, whenever his side would score a goal, you'd see him running up and down the touchline celebrating. He was an absolute nutcase, that fella, but he was loved by the supporters of the teams that he managed. He was a real character, that guy, that's for sure. Anyway, their record home attendance in the FA Cup was 30,096 against Swansea Town in the 5th round proper in 2000 on the 20th of February 1965. And then the record defeat for Peterborough was when they lost 8-1 to Northampton Town in the second replay on the 23rd of December 1946. And the most goals scored in the season in the FA Cup was 9, which was scored by Charlie McCartney in the 1938-39 season. So that's just some of the records that Peterborough United some of the club records for Peterborough United in the FA Cup. Right, okay, so their complete playing record in the FA Cup is they've played 292 games, they've won 152, they've drawn 52, lost 78, scored 580 goals and conceded 390, which gives them a goal difference of 190. And they've got a win percentage of 52.05, which I guess isn't too bad, really. The amount of goals they scored is quite impressive, though, I have to say. And then that's nearly 2 a game, so they tend to score quite a few goals, but also they seem to concede a few as well. But there you go. Their greatest ever cup run, FA Cup run, came in the 1964-65 season. It started off in the first round proper on the 14th of November 1964 when they played Salisbury at home and won the game by 5-1. And then they followed that up in the second round by playing QPR nonetheless. Strangely enough, on the 5th of December 1964 at Loftus Road, and the game ended in a 3-3 draw. The replay at London Road in Peterborough ended in a 2-1 win after extra time for Peterborough. And then so Peterborough then moved on to the third round, where they played Chesterfield away and won the game by 3-0. And that was on the 9th of January 1965. And then just 3 weeks later, they entertained Arsenal at London Road and won by 2-1 in the fourth round. And then again, a few weeks later after that, in the fifth round, on the 20th of February 1965, they played Swansea Town at home and drew 0-0. They then went to Swansea for the replay 3 days later and won the replay by 2-0. And then finally, on the 8th of March 1965, they played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the FA Cup sixth round. And sadly for Peterborough, their FA Cup run for that year, or for that season, came to an end when they lost by 5-1. So, yeah, it was not a shabby run at all, and just a bit unfortunate that they got quite heavily beaten at Stamford Bridge that year. So this is a newspaper cutting of a report about the game, and it sort of talks in depth about what happened that day. So maybe if you want to read that some more, just press the pause and have a read through it. I'm sure it'd be quite interesting. And so far this season, Peterborough United are sitting third bottom in the EFL Championship. They've managed to win 5 games so far this season, and they've drawn 5. So they've got 20 points. They have scored 23 goals, but they've let in, and they have an equal worst defensive record in the league with Reading, who sit just above them by 2 points. So they obviously, they're looking down the barrel of a relegation to League One. So I'm sure that probably deep down they'd much rather stay in the Championship than have a big cup run. But you never know. Having a good cup run can sometimes help with these things. So let's see what happens. So far as well this season, they entered the FA Cup in the third round proper, and in the third round, they played Bristol Rovers at home and won the game by 2-1 on the 6th of November last year. And in a overall head-to-head clash between the two clubs, Peterborough United have won 8 games. There have been 9 drawn games, and QPR have won 10. So it's quite evenly matched, really, when you look at that. The clubs have played 2 matches in the FA Cup. The first one was in the 5th of December 1964, and when Peterborough and QPR met at Loftus Road, and the game ended in a 3-3 draw, as we saw earlier. And then on the 9th of December 1964, 4 days later, Peterborough United brought QPR back to London Road and won the replay by 2-1. So I'm sure that Peterborough will be thinking, yeah, this is a good omen for us. That was our best ever FA Cup run. So they'll be hoping that they can repeat the feat this year as well. So let's hope for their sake that they do. Now, Peterborough and Queen's Park Rangers have played each other once so far this season in the Championship. And that game was played on the 23rd of October at London Road. And Peterborough United beat QPR by 2-1. And the goals that day was scored. Firstly, QPR scored in the 50th minute through Ilias Chair. He gave QPR the lead. And then Harrison Burrows equalised 6 minutes later to bring the game to 1-1. And then finally, in the first minute of added time, Siriki Dembele grabbed the winner for Peterborough United, and like I say, they won the game by 2-1. So anyone takes any stock from that, it could be that Peterborough will be victorious on Saturday. But the FA Cup's the FA Cup, isn't it? So you never know what will happen, really. So the lineups that day, Peterborough went with a 3-4-3 formation, and then QPR went with a 3-4-3 formation, and the match stats that day showed Peterborough had 12 shots, 5 were on target. They had 41% possession, 431 passes, and their pass accuracy of 78%. They committed 7 fouls. There were no yellow cards or red cards. They were caught offside 4 times, and they won 1 corner. And in response to that, QPR had 14 shots, 6 on target. They had 59% possession, had 590 passes, had an 86% pass accuracy, conceded 11 fouls. There were no yellow cards or red cards, and 3 offsides and 4 corners. So take what you will from that. Take what you will from that, everyone. So let's look at QPR. I mean, I looked at QPR in quite some detail in the previous preview that I did for the FA Cup, the Warren's Team Talk FA Cup. So I'm not going to go into as much detail this time. But Queen's Park Rangers' best performance in the FA Cup came in the 1981-82 season when they were runners-up. And Queen's Park Rangers' biggest victory in the FA Cup came on the 27th of January 1937 when they defeated Bristol Rovers 8-1 in the first round. So for those of you who want to find out more about QPR in the FA Cup. I'd go and check out the video that I did for the third round preview when they played Rotherham United. You can find that in my Warren's Team Talk FA Cup playlist. You'll find it now. It's a good watch, and I can certainly recommend it. Now, in that 1982 FA Cup run, they reached the FA Cup final, and the game they played was against Tottenham Hotspur. The game ended in a 1-1 draw after extra time. Glenn Hoddle and Terry Fenwick scored the goals for the two sides that day. Sorry, people, I don't know quite what happened there. The computer's going a bit nuts. Right, and then so this meant that the FA Cup final that year went to a replay, and in the replay that was played during the following week at Wembley Stadium, Tottenham won the game by 1-0, and Glenn Hoddle scored the goal from the penalty spot in the 6th minute. So QPR so far this season, they're sitting 4th in the Championship now. They've got a game in hand over second place Blackburn and are 2 points behind. So theoretically, they could go up to second in the table and win automatic promotion if they win that game in hand and they stay in second for the rest of the season. But also 1 point above them are Bournemouth, who also got a game in hand over Blackburn. So it's getting very tight at the top of the table, and it is getting very exciting, that's for sure. So I'm sure that the QPR fans are getting quite excited about their season so far. Now, QPR, they entered the FA Cup in the third round proper this season, and in the third round, they faced Rotherham United at home. As I said earlier, the game ended in a 1-1 draw after 90 minutes and extra time, and they ended up winning the tie 8-7 on penalties. And then Queen's Park Rangers, they hold the record for the most number of defeats in the third round of the FA Cup, which currently it stands at 49. And on the 26th of November 2002, Queen's Park Rangers reached a new low when they were knocked out by Vauxhall Motors 3-1 on penalties after a replay. So I'm sure that's something that the QPR fans will not thank me for reminding them about. So let's move on. And betting odds for the game, as of today, Peterborough United are 5-2 to win the tie. QPR being quoted as 15-13, and the draw is being quoted as 21-8. So it's obvious that the bookies are putting QPR as favourites, which is unsurprising given the two side standings in the Championship. Now, just to remind you once again, there's a petition that you can sign if you want Arsenal to not offer Mikel Arteta a new contract if you're an Arsenal supporter, or if you are a football fan and you're just concerned about the way that he's managing one of the greatest clubs in English football. So yeah, the link for that is in the description. It is a free petition, and it's completely legitimate. I created it on the change.org website. So yeah, it's completely legitimate. So yeah, just click on the link and it will take you to the website where you can sign the thing. So yeah, I just want to big up the GoonerClaude Trust, and for those of you who don't know, Claude, the guy in the picture there, was a regular on AFTV before he was unceremoniously asked to leave AFTV, and he set up his own YouTube channel called the Claude and the Bansters channel. And then at the early part of last year, I think it was in April, he sadly died, and his daughter set up the GoonerClaude Trust in his memory. And the trust aims to give disadvantaged young kids the opportunity to attend a football match at Arsenal, and it's something that was very close to Claude's heart. He felt passionately that young kids should have the opportunity to be able to go and watch football. So they do excellent work, and all the kids that have been there have always been very thankful for their day out, and they said it was one of the greatest days of their life. So can't say much better than that, really, can you? Anyway, the link to the trust is in the description of the video as well. So go and check them out and find out more about the work they do. And then if you are an Arsenal fan, or you've got an interest in Arsenal YouTube channels, there's a few here that I'd like to recommend to you. There's the Old Skool Gunner. He's been supporting Arsenal since 1992, and he discusses all things Arsenal and brings you insightful Arsenal content. There's Arsenal Alex. He brings you all things Arsenal, including instant match reactions, and his videos, I have to say, are top drawer. I love the way he presents things and the way that he puts his videos over. They're absolutely superb, and I can't recommend him strongly enough, to be honest. I think he's a great guy, and his videos are really great, as I said. And then there's Drawn by Dre, a young guy who he's got an excellent channel, in my opinion. He brings you top quality Arsenal related content, including the highly rated and excellent possession based podcast. And then there's the Aussie Gooner channel. His channel's superb. I love it. I really do. I love the way that he breaks things down and he presents his information. He's a very, very passionate Arsenal fan, and he doesn't hold back and in expressing his opinions, and neither should he. And he pulls no punches, let's put it like that. And then there's Diesel Arsenal. He's got the fastest growing new channel on YouTube, I believe. And Diesel is a former presenter on the Claude and the Bansters channel, and he discusses all things Arsenal, as well as presenting. He wants to also to present discussions on films, on dating, mental health, amongst many other popular topics. Now, links for all these channels are in the description, so please make sure you go and check them out. Click on the links below. Click on the links in the description, and it will take you straight to their channels, and subscribe to them, and put likes on their videos, share their content around, and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure you won't be disappointed, because they've all got really excellent channels. Anyway, so we got a comment in the chat from Del Boy Gunner TV, and he says, "Hey Warren, and hi Del Boy Gunner, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. I hope you're well." I'm still reeling from Monday's carrying on, but I'm sure in a day or so I'll get over it. But I'm still absolutely fuming about what Arsenal did or didn't do, more to the point. But I hope that you're okay and doing all right. So anyway, everyone, please put a comment in if you're watching this on playback. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me. Please put a comment in, telling me what you think is going to happen in this game on Saturday. Put in your predictions for the game as well. And if you watch this video after the match then has been played, then tell me what you thought about the game. Let me know about whether you think that it was the right result, and what you thought about any contentious decisions and things like that. I'll be really interested to hear what you've got to say. So thanks very much for watching. And we've got another chat in here. It says, from the McManus Sense, afternoon, sir. I hope you're well. We're such a joke of a club. That transfer window was laughable. Mate, it was appalling. Absolutely appalling. As far as I'm concerned, the club sunk to a nil. I didn't think it was possible for them to sink any lower, to be honest. But they've outdone themselves. It's just unbelievable. It really is. It beggars belief. It really does. That Aussie Gooner guy that I've mentioned just now, he's convinced. He's told me he's convinced that the Cronkies don't want to get fourth. Now, at first I thought, what do you mean they don't want to get fourth? Nonsense. But then I sat and I thought about it and I thought about it. And when you actually think about it in the cold light of day, it makes perfect sense, because it explains everything, all the madness that's been going on at this club since they've been involved with it. It really does. You know, it explains the reason why everything we do that appears on the surface not to make sense, when you apply that filter to it, it makes sense. It really does, because, you know, the upsetting of players, the letting them run down contracts, letting them walk out of the club for free, the hiring of an inexperienced and completely clueless manager, everything. And Del Boy Gunner says, I'm good, Warren, just on my way home from work listening to you. Well, thank you very much, Del Boy. I hope you have a safe journey home, my friend, and that you've enjoyed listening to me rambling on. So like I said, people, don't forget to put a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And please don't forget to share it around as well. That'd be really, really great. So yeah, I'm just trying to think when I'm on next. What's it today? It's Wednesday today. If I don't come on before, I will be coming on Saturday. I'm doing my match day centre live on Saturday. That is when I do this show where I look at all the games that are kicking off at 3:00 on a Saturday afternoon and look at what's going on and in the games, and bring you all the drama and excitement as it happens. And it's usually a really good show. I really enjoy doing it. And I'm doing it this Saturday because on Saturday it's FA Cup 4th round day. So I'll be doing it. I'll be coming on from about 2:40, I guess, in the afternoon to start that. Coming on at 2:40 because I'll just be going around all the grounds that we're covering. So we'll be covering the featured ones, the featured games, the main games that we'll be covering are all the 3:00 kickoffs in the FA Cup 4th round, but we'll also be keeping an eye on all the other games that are kicking off around the United Kingdom at 3:00 that day. So yeah, it's usually really cool, really exciting afternoons entertainment. So feel free to come and join us and join in the fun. It's usually a really great laugh and whatnot. So yeah, so that's probably when I'm going to be on next day. I did want to do a summary of Arsenal's transfer window, but I think I might just get too really angry and start ranting really I might get really out of control. So I'm not sure that's a particularly good idea. But mostly because I don't think I'm going to have enough time between now and Saturday to do it on Friday, because I'll need to prepare all of my slides, because if you probably noticed when I'm doing this, I like to present slides as I'm going along, to reinforce what I'm saying. So I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to do that. But if not, then I will attempt to do it early part of next week, hopefully. Anyway, guys, so that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed that. It was great chatting to you all. And like I said, please put a comment in the comment section about what you think about this game that I'm telling you about, this Peterborough United QPR FA Cup 4th round tie. Also put in what you think the score will be, and if you're watching it after the game has kicked off and been played, tell me what you thought about the game and about any contentious decisions that happened, stuff like that. That'd be really, really cool. I'd really enjoy reading about that. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to call it a day now. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. And please take care of yourselves. And please don't forget to share some love and kindness around the world. And yeah, take care of yourselves and stay safe and have a great rest of your day. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all again really soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.